Welcome to Cows and Climate. My name is Frank Mitloehner and I'm a professor and air quality specialist in the Department of Animal Science at UC Davis. So why do cows get a bad rap? Well, there is some confusion around. There are misleading and outright wrong information being shared with the public. Part of that originated in a 2006 publication that was published by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, the so-called FAO, and that report stated that livestock produces more greenhouse gases than the entire global transportation system. This notion has been used by various outlets and it's being discussed ever since. What I have found at the time of the publication of this report was that the approach that the authors used of measuring the environmental footprint of livestock versus those of transportation, those approaches were different. On the livestock side, they looked at one approach that measures all impacts. It's called a life cycle assessment. So it goes anywhere from soil to plants to animals to manure to the product, refrigeration and so on until it eventually enters somebody's mouth. But on the transportation side, they did not use that life cycle approach, but only focused on emissions, tailpipe emissions, so to say. And this difference in approaches of a life cycle on the one side versus direct emissions on the other really arrived at an apples to oranges comparison. So now some people might still believe that livestock rival transportation as an emission source, but let me assure you that's not the case. Neither globally, nor regionally, nor locally are there these kind of differences. A big problem is that this falsehood of livestock producing more greenhouse gases than transportation is frequently repeated, but it's also very deceiving, and the biggest problem is that it leads us onto a wrong path for solutions.